Good evening, everyone. We will begin the evening service of the Miroku Association headquarters, expressing our gratitude to God and Meishu-sama for the permission and protection granted while participating today in God's divine plan of constructing a paradise on this earth. Let us pray together the Amatsu-Norito Prayer of Heaven, followed by the Miroku Prayer. Please stand. 高天原にかむずまります。かむろぎかむろみのみこともちて、すめみよやかむいざなぎのみことつくしのひむかのたちはなのほどのあぎはにみそらいたもうときになりませる。あらいとの神たちもろもろのまがごと積みけがれをあらいたまえ清めたまえとまおすことのよしをあまつかみくにつかみやおよろずの神たちともに雨のうちこまの耳振り立てて聞こしめせとかしこみもまおす弥勒を三神守りたまえ先あえたまえ弥勒を三神守りたまえ先あえたまえ教えみよや主の神守りたまえ先はえたまえ教えみよや主の神守りたまえ先はえたまえかんながらたまちはえませ。かんながらたまちはえませ。Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized, with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Please be seated. We will now receive group Johrei.
melhor dimensão, mestre?
Johrei is now concluded. We will now listen to a reading from Meishu-sama's teachings. Good and evil. People overly concerned with winning favor and gaining approval in the eyes of others are estranged from a God-centered life. Good deeds, clearly visible to everyone, cannot be compared spiritually to those done secretly, without fanfare. They are heaven's true treasures. Even if wrong deeds can be hidden from the eyes of others, there is no way to hide them from oneself. A good deed is something done to help others, or for the good of society. An excellent way to accumulate virtue is to transmit divine light to others through Johrei. Hidden virtues are those good deeds done secretly, unknown to others. Most contributions made to charities are usually well publicized, and as a result, the reward one receives is in the form of fame or reputation. It is part of human nature to desire that. But when you accumulate hidden virtues, you receive your reward from God, which is far more precious. Hidden virtue is much better than known virtue. So, my advice is to accumulate as many hidden virtues as is possible. Then God will reward you many times over. Accumulating a hidden virtue is the most precious thing. It becomes your treasure in heaven.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining the Miroku Association headquarters evening service. You also for directing your prayers along with us for world peace. This evening, I want to share with you the experience of Mauricio Augusto Chipocolo. He's from the Benfica Johrei Center in Luanda, Angola. Mauricio is a Johrei member and would like to share with us a faith experience related to the power of Johrei. When he was first introduced to our church in Angola, his health for 24 years was very compromised with several illnesses, such as chronic asthma, hemorrhoids, and rheumatism. With the practice of a guidance he received at the Johrei Center, he found peace and solutions that he so longed for. The practice of a guidance he received again, he moved by the blessings he received, and to challenge himself, he continued to delve deeply into our practice of faith, putting his energy into the happiness of others. Soon after, Mauricio was given permission to build his own house. For the year 2016, he suffered from inflammation in the ankle of his left foot and experienced pain in his hips, a purification he was able to overcome solely with Johrei. 2019, he had a recurrence of the same purification, which was inflammation in his joints. Mauricio confesses that at that moment he was invaded by a feeling of fear, even thinking that he was displeasing Meishu-sama. However, Mauricio began to reflect about how he became a Johrei member and remembered the late Reverend Francisco Fernandez's words. Whenever you find yourself at a crossroads, return to the starting point. Consequently, Mauricio, with all certainty and confidence, began turning over his problems into the hands of the Supreme God, and once again he could feel the vibration of Johrei and the joy of being cured. try repaying for the blessings he received, Mauricio made a special donation of gratitude. He learned once again that with a positive way of thinking, a positive, great, and constant sonnen, in addition to bringing happiness to one's fellow human beings, he or she can also save their ancestors. He can also say that each purification he went through, each home of members he helped to assist, among other practices, were a great learning experience for him. Mauricio has now committed to continue to practice the numerous guidance given by his ministers and to dedicate efforts to the happiness of his fellow human beings. Mauricio is deeply thankful to the Supreme God and Meishu-sama, as well as to his ancestors, for the permission to be introduced to this wonderful path of salvation. Thank you very much. Thank you for attending the service, for listening to this faith experience till its very end. Wish you a wonderful evening. Thank you.
This brings to a conclusion our evening service. Thank you everyone for joining us. We wish you a very blessed evening.